Hey, if you're a hospitality student, let me ask you something. You ever look around and see someone with a great degree, a person who you know works hard, but they just can't seem to get that first promotion? It's like they're stuck in first gear, right? So what's the deal? I mean, why isn't that piece of paper you're working so hard for the automatic golden ticket to climb the ladder? Well, the answer is actually pretty simple, but it's something that honestly most schools just don't talk about enough. And boom, there it is. This is the absolute core truth of our industry. Your future boss isn't just looking for good grades, they're looking for something way deeper. They're hiring for competency. That one word right there can literally shape your entire career. Okay, so what is real competency anyway? And maybe more importantly, how can you start building it like right now, before you even graduate? That's exactly what we're about to break down. So let's just define it nice and simple. Competency has nothing to do with cramming for an exam. It's all about your ability to do the job and do it well when things are real. Day in and day out in the crazy, unpredictable world of an actual hotel or restaurant. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just one thing you can learn. Real competency, especially in hospitality, is like a powerful recipe made from three essential ingredients. And you can't just have one or two, you need all three working together. And here's the magic formula: knowledge plus skills plus attitude. Seriously, think of it just like that. When you combine what you know with what you can actually do, and top it off with how you behave while you're doing it, that's the sweet spot. That's when you're truly competent. So let's start building your foundation. We're going to dive into each of these three pillars, one by one. We'll look at what they actually mean in the real world, and of course, how you can start working on them today. First up, pillar number one, knowledge. This is the what. It's the bedrock, the theory. It's basically everything you learn in your classes, from the textbooks and all that formal training. We're talking about things like understanding the huge difference between five-star service and budget service, knowing your food and beverage basics cold, nailing those front office procedures, and of course, all the health and safety stuff. This is your starting point. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. Knowledge gives you the confidence to act, but it is not the action itself. I mean, knowing the 5 steps to handle a guest complaint from a textbook is completely different from actually staying calm and professional when a guest is really, really upset with you. So how do you get this real-world knowledge? You have to be curious. When you're on your internship, don't just do the tasks. Go find the standard operating procedures and actually read them. Ask your managers why things are done a certain way. Play around with the property management system. Your job is to constantly build a bridge between what you learn in class and what's happening right in front of you. Okay, on to pillar 2, skills. So if knowledge is the what, then skills are the how. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's taking all that theory and actually putting it into practice. It's knowledge in motion. We're talking about the things that actually make a hotel run. Can you actually handle that complaint when a room isn't ready? Can you naturally upsell a better wine or a spa package? Can you juggle your time when the lobby is slammed and everything's happening at once? Those aren't knowledge. Those are skills. And let's be super clear about this. You cannot learn this stuff by just reading about it or watching someone else. You build skills by doing, by practicing, by repeating, and yeah, by messing up sometimes and learning from it. The only way to get good at this is to jump in. On your internship, be the one who raises their hand for that difficult guest that everyone else is hiding from. Ask for more to do. And when a manager gives you feedback, don't just nod, apply it. Like on your very next guest interaction. And that brings us to the third pillar. And honestly, this might just be the most powerful one of all: attitude. This has nothing to do with what you know or what you can do. It's all about how you show up. It's your mindset, your professionalism, the energy you bring to work. So what does a winning attitude look like? It's the simple stuff that makes a huge difference. Being on time, every single time. Showing you actually want to learn. Treating everyone, from guests to your coworkers, with respect. And a huge one, taking responsibility when you mess up instead of pointing fingers. Let me tell you a little secret. A manager would almost always rather have an employee with a fantastic attitude who's still learning than a super skilled employee with a terrible one. Why? Because I can teach you skills. It is so much harder to teach someone to have a good attitude. And you can start building this today. Make being on time a part of your identity. When you get feedback, don't argue. Just say, okay, thank you, I'll work on it. Be the flexible person who helps the team out. Trust me, that's the stuff that gets you noticed. Okay, so we've got our 3 pillars, right? Knowledge, skills, and attitude. But they don't work alone. Let's see how they have to come together, perfectly in sync, to create real competency. Because if one pillar is weak, the whole thing comes crashing down. This chart just says it all. Check out that top line. You can know all the service standards. You can have the technical skill to serve a guest perfectly. But if you do it with a lazy or rude attitude, the result is a total failure in the guest size. You only get to success when all 3, knowledge, skill, and attitude, are firing on all cylinders. So this isn't just a lecture. Let's turn this into a real action plan. Things you can start doing on your next shift, your next internship day, even your next class project. It's all about building the right habits. Here are some super practical habits. Find the best senior staff member at your job and just watch them. Copy what they do. After every shift, ask your supervisor for one piece of feedback. And please treat your internship like it's a months-long job interview, because it is. And if you're going to prioritize, focus on your attitude first. That's the foundation for everything else. Let's finish with this one thought. Your degree is absolutely essential. It's the key that gets you in the door. But once you are inside that building, it's your competency that decides if you're going to get to the penthouse suite or stay stuck in the lobby. So the real question is, what are you doing today to build it?